Hey guys, this is DFD, aka Dark Frozen Devs, back with another Kamihime project video. Now, this one is on the Japanese side for a reason, because like I said, I was going to do a follow-up video to the last one, and that's going to explain some stuff that you're going to need to know for way later down the line. But one of these things I'm about to show you, and I'll mention which one it is, I think it's going to be within the next few months when they start doing it, so it's something to look forward to. But basically, like, before I even get into anything, first off, I haven't really done too much with my Japanese account for well over a year at this point, because I kind of stopped caring about raising it and all that, because I wanted to focus more on my normal one, on the global side. So I kind of been just using this to keep track of some updates. But for the most part, I can still show this off, because this doesn't require a level and all that, because Japanese side has had plenty of updates. I need to do storyline part 1 in order to be able to upgrade some characters. I also would need to be rank, I think, 160 to access their newest raid, which is anonymous difficulty, and it's higher than the malicious plus that we're starting to get on global. But the main reason why I'm on here specifically is to show a couple of things. First off, this new system that they've done with gacha pulling, it doesn't affect pity. I'm saying that right now, but it does still help you when you're pulling. Like, for instance, these are the two new characters that came out, the bridal versions of Sariel and Satan. So I'm going to do a normal 10 pull. Doesn't matter if I get them or not, but this is just to show it. And I got 2 SSR on camera. I don't even know how I did that, but as you see, I got 10 pulls already. Here's the kicker. Banners now, and they've been doing it for a while on JP side, but banners now give you these tickets. I like to call them second chance tickets, but I don't know the official name for them. You can call them second chance, retry, all these other different names, but the point is this. These tickets are special. Because, first off, you have to use them while the banner's still going, because they'll be gone after the banner is gone. But for every single pull you do on a banner, not all of them, but most of them, but every single pull you do for a banner, you'll see this thing pop up right here. And this thing that shows the Adoan orbs, the bricks, the magic jewels, it usually gives you materials, but it gives you a second shot at the SSR you were aiming for. And I have done so to get the water version of Ocho in here. But as you can see, I got all these different materials from just pulling it, even weapon orbs, or Adoan orbs, I meant. But I got 2 specific things I also wanted to point out on this pull. It gave me Dragonic Eye Shards, which is also another way to get your eyes, and these little things right here. These are called Weapon Brick Fragments, I think. Again, I'm not entirely sure of the name, if somebody wants to like translate it right here, there you go. If you get 10 of these, you can get an entire break limit item for your weapon. SSR break limit item. But that's the thing with these tickets. They'll give you different types of materials usually, but you may get magic jewels anywhere between 300 to 30,000 in one pull. You may get some Dragonic Eye stuff. You might end up getting the weapon brick fragments. You might end up getting a weapon or Adoan break limit item entirely. Like, we like calling them bricks for short. I don't know why we call the Adoan a brick. But you might get the SSR you were aiming for. Like, in this case, it would have been either Fire Satan or the light version of Sariel. So that's the whole thing with this. These tickets do not count to pity. They're just like supplementary pulls. So it's kind of like doubling your pulls, but only half of them count to pity. The original 10 pulls would count to pity. You get another 10 bonus pulls to get a second shot at some stuff. So it's kind of like a buy one get one type thing. And as you saw, it worked on jewels. I just burnt 3,000 magic jewels to show this off, but I could have did it with just 300. But that's the main thing I wanted to show this. This is a feature that should show up, I think, around July? I'd like to say, but I'm not 100% sure, but we're not too far off from it on Global Sad, so look forward to that. But what I did want to show off is this. I mentioned this for a short amount of time in a previous video. I can even go get one if I wanted. But these Draconic Eye weapons that cost like 15 eyes, they update these. Like, you'll see the normal ones that they had already. You'll see these ones on the Nutaku side or Global side or whatever you're playing. Like, we had all of those before. This is where it starts getting the new, better stuff. Like, if you're getting Vigor, you might want to get one of these 50 eye weapons. We've already got them on the Global side. But that's only if you want to try and condense your, the space you use for your weapon grid. But that's only for those that are really, really trying to min-max their grids. But you're just trying to do the basics, there you go. In fact, I have this one right here on my global account. So, there's that. Now, past this point is where everything is completely new. These weapons. These weapons are what they're going to add later down the line. Starting with water, and I think they went to light, then I don't know if it was fire or dark that got it next. It looks like thunder's been added too. But one of these weapons will give you a versatility skill, and the other one will give you what, like large assault, extra large assault and large stinger. Now, if the element already had a large stinger like fire, then they'll get something different. But the versatility weapon is the one that you're going to definitely want, and I have some of these on this account. And that would be the this weapon right here for water. Like this one, it's insane what it gives, and I'll go to the Japanese wiki in order to show the real details for it. But it is insane what it gives, and I'm able to trade for a third one if I really wanted to on this account. But this is something you definitely need to prepare for, because these versatility weapons are going to be for all 6 elements, regardless. If an element didn't have a Draconic Eye weapon that had Stinger, then they will get one, and those are pretty valuable too, if you know what you're doing. In fact, it's more valuable than the Shiva weapon I got on my light account for global. So, what am I talking about? For that, I have to go to the wiki. And I do believe it should automatically jump to, yeah, it automatically jumped to where I wanted to go. So, forgive me, but I have to use Google Translate for this. So, this is what I'm talking about. This is the first one to come out too, by the way. First off, the stats are pretty high for it, for its Final Break 2. But this is the biggest thing about it. It gives medium versatility and large strength, and it can go up to skill level 40. It also gives you a nice little effect for your soul if you happen to use it as a weapon for soul, but you should probably be using the soul weapons for the souls, because Final Limit Break 2 on those is extremely powerful. But as for the versatility weapon, the versatility skill in itself increases all attack performance and gives you a critical effect. So what that means is it gives you elaborate, exceed, technical, and crit, which is also called keen on the global side. It gives you all 4 of those in one skill. If that wasn't enough, the strength skill is also giving you attack and HP, which is basically assault and defender. So you're getting large assault, large defender, medium elaborate, medium exceed, medium tech, and medium king or keen. You're getting all 6 of those effects in one weapon. And it costs 15 Draconic Eyes, or if you want to try your luck, you can get them on some Weapon Fest banners. And that's also why I pointed out the whole second chance ticket thing in the beginning of the video, because some of those Weapon Fest banners will also get that ticket function, so you might get extra shots at this. I will say this right now. Save up for this weapon specifically. You may want to, you may not want to try to get it for all your elements because that's a little bit too demanding for the free players. But try to get as many of these as you can across your elements. I would say at least 2 per element, but stop at 4. Generally, I would say 3 per element, but that's just me. But what this will do will give you a crap ton of very, very valuable skills all in one weapon. In fact, 2 of this weapon will cover a sizable amount of your keen chances, because I think it gives you like 30% chance of that critical popping up. It will pretty much cover your elaborate to the soft cap. It's already going to cover your exceed to the soft cap as well. And it gives you a decent amount of technical with a decent amount of defender and a decent amount of assault just from 2 of these weapons. You may want to save your bricks, you may want to save your draconic eyes, but you definitely want to try and get multiple of this stuff because these are very good. There's ones for water, there's ones for fire, there's ones for light, there's ones for thunder, there's ones for dark. Wind is the only one that needs them on the Japanese side now. But if that wasn't enough, there's also, and I don't have to click on, I don't have to translate this pages yet, but there's also this, which will pop up on the elements that don't have it. And this will be your other weapon that you'll probably want to get some of too. It's also fits in your draconic eyes. Some of them, some elements like fire have already had it, but it is large stinger and extra large assault. And damage wise, this is better than the Shiva weapon I have that's also large stinger. Go figure. But this is also very powerful, but this is something you use to round out your grid, because after you got all your other stuff like your vigor or rebellion, because some elements can use that, but once you got those from, say, like your zodiac weapons, and then you also get like, say, your versatilities, then you start rounding out the rest of your grid with these. And that's going to cover most general types of damage. Now, if you want to try and focus hard on a specific type of damage, you might want to try and get yourself, like, say, for Edison grade, you want to probably get a vigor that also has elaborate. So there's that. I know the Prometheus weapon is good for that, but the vigor is small, so you would need like a few of those. But like I said, this is a powerful weapon that's already on some elements. So large stinger, when you use it properly, is very, very good. Just remember, stinger doesn't work if you're not using elemental advantage. So you can't take like a fire team and go fight a dark raid and expect the stinger to go off. Meanwhile, the keen will still go off if it's off element. So versatility's got even more use off of that too if you happen to like go quote unquote off element. But yeah, these are very, very powerful weapons, but it's going to eat through your eyes if you're not trying to get them from Weapon Fest. So you might want to try and balance out spending Draconic Eyes as well as spending Magic Jewels. And I am making a huge point on this. Get this weapon only after you've gotten your versatility and all your other stuff, because large stinger is very, very helpful. People have been wondering how I've been doing some insane damage numbers. That's part of the reason why. But the versatility weapon is something that we don't have yet. Save up your eyes for it. But you have sources of large stinger depending on where to look. Like even some normal Kamihime have it, and some people can even get the large stinger from the beginner mission tickets. So I got 2 of them on dark, and I think I got one on water. I'm not sure. I gotta double check my inventory on that. But as for the versatility weapon, I would say this is the end-all be-all weapon for getting your elaborate exceed, your technical, and well, some of your technical anyway, and keen. It gives 6 effects. There's no debating that. This is easily the best set of weapon skills we've ever seen, and probably will be the best that we ever will see. Because even some of the Kamihime weapons only go up to 4 effects, and they're all medium. This gives you 4 medium effects and 2 large ones to top it off. So, Yeah, very powerful weapon. And again, this is the one for water. There's ones for other elements too, but versatility weapons are going to be very, very good to have. Free player, paying player, doesn't matter. Make it a priority to get these weapons. At least 2 of them on your main element. But no more than 4, because you can run with 4. Getting 4 of them is going to, like, overcap a few things, but it still gives you a good amount of keen. And it's going to give you a good amount of assault and defender too to go with it. But if you really want to get seriously better at this game, you're going to need to save up for this weapon later down the line, because this is going to, having at least a few of these on your element, your main element, is going to be a baseline. And yes, I said it properly, a baseline. And because it's a Draconic Eye weapon too, it's not going to take as many discs to upgrade compared to, say, the Zodiac. It's only going to take like 30 in order to Fountain Break to it. As opposed to a weapon like the Zodiac or the Union event weapons where they take like 75. So, but anyways, that's all for this. More will come soon, and I am going to try and branch out to a few other games as well. I've been saying it for a while. There's a game I downloaded called Tevi. Expect a video of that soon, because I haven't even started playing it yet. And it's like, I'm not going to buy a game and not play it, so expect a video of that pretty soon, because I'm getting pretty interested in trying to play it too, especially since I liked Rabby Ribby, and Tevi's like a spiritual successor to it. But anyways, that's all for this. More will come soon, and I cannot stress this enough. Versatility weapon, definitely save up for it. Take advantage of the bonus ticket thing too later down the line for some of the weapon fests, or even just the normal banners. But that's why I showed it on camera. But anyways, that's all for this. More will come soon, and take care.